You've seen the claims online. Viral threads promise that a handful of free AI tools can replace entire creative teams overnight, acting as a magic wand for your productivity. In reality, AI functions as a power steering system. It handles the mechanical strain of tasks, but it still requires a human driver to manage the navigation and make every critical decision. While these platforms cost nothing to sign up for, they become a massive time sink if you apply them to the wrong operational bottlenecks in your workflow. Most users find themselves caught in a cycle of testing hundreds of tools, only to realize they are spending more time fixing robotic mistakes than they would have spent doing the work manually. We are stripping away the marketing hype to evaluate 7 of the most popular free AI tools, grading exactly where they provide a genuine advantage and where they are likely to fail. Every free AI platform currently operates on a definitive trade-off between velocity and originality. This quadrant chart illustrates the problem. Traditionally, high-complexity tasks sit in the top right, requiring significant human effort. These AI tools move work into the bottom left, reducing the friction of the blank page by providing an immediate starting point. Because these tools default to low-effort outputs, using them without strategic refinement yields generic results that are easily identified as machine-generated. To categorize these tools effectively, we look at the synthesizers: ChatGPT, Claude, and Perplexity. While they process information, they fulfill different needs. ChatGPT excels at broad brainstorming. It provides instant, structured content and generates different project angles from a single prompt. This speed results in a recognizable AI speak. The tone is often generic and repetitive, placing a heavy manual editing burden on the user. Claude AI, however, is built for deep analysis. You can upload a 50-page PDF and receive a nuanced summary. On the free tier, Claude lacks web browsing capabilities. It is unable to provide information on real-time news. Perplexity functions as a research engine. It answers complex questions by bypassing standard search results to provide direct answers with cited footnotes. It can occasionally misinterpret the context of its citations. Users must still verify the accuracy by manually checking the footnotes it provides. Treating these 3 tools as interchangeable search engines leads to hallucinated data and creates more work than it saves. The next category focuses on visual generators, specifically Canva AI and Gamma, which focus on design and presentations. These tools transform a text prompt into a fully formatted pitch deck or visual layout in seconds, handling the initial design structure automatically. This automation often produces sterile or generic aesthetics. Both tools are also prone to visual artifacts that require manual cleanup before they are presentable. The user makes a specific compromise here, sacrificing creative control and unique brand identity for the speed of generating a first draft. Canva AI and Gamma are effective for eliminating the blank page, but they function as a starting point rather than a final product. The final pair of generators are 11 Labs and CapCut AI, which focus on automating audio and video production. 11 Labs converts text into realistic human speech, while CapCut AI automates the process of cutting raw footage and generating captions. Both tools share an operational flaw. They rely on algorithmic pacing. They lack the human intuition required to use pauses or timing for dramatic effect. This algorithmic approach works for high-retention social media content, but often fails in cinematic storytelling, where emotional nuance is required. These are volume-scaling engines. They automate the mechanics of production, but they cannot engineer emotional resonance. The competitive advantage in 2026 relies on knowing exactly when to deploy a tool based on the specific requirements of your role. For academic work, use Perplexity for sourcing citations, and Claude for breaking down 50-page research papers. Using ChatGPT for drafting essays is often a mistake due to its generic tone. Solo creators should deploy CapCut AI and 11 Labs to scale their output volume. In this stack, ChatGPT functions best as a brainstorming partner rather than a primary writer. Business professionals can save hours by using Gamma for internal deck formatting and Canva AI for rapid visual mockups. Adopting any of these stacks out of laziness rather than strategic efficiency creates a significant professional risk. Publishing unedited AI output destroys the trust of audiences and clients who are increasingly skilled at identifying robotic work. Since these tools are free for everyone, human judgment has become the only remaining premium upgrade in the market. Identify the single largest operational bottleneck in your current daily workflow. Select one tool from the stack that addresses that bottleneck and master its specific limitations before adding anything else to your process. Success in the AI era belongs to those who build deliberate, curated systems instead of chasing every new application that goes viral.